Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Liaquat and we are going through al-Qudoori. Right, so we've almost finished the manner of praying Salat, or the way of praying Salat. So we're just going to go through the words now, or some of the words of this paragraph. And here you have what is known as the tashahhud. Tashahhud is from the verb tafa'ala. Tafa'ala yatafa'alu tafa'ulan tashahhud, which means to kind of give witness as well, or to give the testimony. At-tahiyyat, this is from the word tahiyya, which means a greeting. So at-tahiyyat is the plural. Tahiyya means greeting. As-salawat is the plural of salat, which means prayer or dua. And tayyibat is the plural of tayyiba, which means something that's pure. As-salam is peace. An-nabi is prophet. Rahma is mercy. And barakatuhu is blessings. From the plural of barakah. Ibad is the plural of abd, slave or servant. Salihin is the plural of salih, which means someone who's pious. Ashhadu, it means I give testimony or witness. Shahida yashhadu. And la ilaha illallah. Zada yazidu yazid, you guys should know that by now. Qa'da, it means the sitting. Right, qara'a yaqra'u. Ukhrayain is dual of ukhra. Ukhra. Fatiha is opening. Fataha yaftahu ism fa'il Fatiha. And then you have Salla. Salla yusalli tasliyatan, which means send blessings. Da'a is supplication. Yushbihu ashbaha, yushbihu ishbah, bab if'al, means to resemble. Alfaz, it means words, jama of lafaz. Ad'iyya is the jama of dua. And ma'thura is from athar, something that's been related, reported, like a narration. Ma'thur. Right. Okay, let's do a little bit of tarkeeb. So I said I'm going to be cutting down on the tarkeeb of this now. So tashahhud is mubtada. And all the rest of this, all of that up to there is the khabar. Right, so that's the khabar. And then an yaqula at-tahiyyatu lillahi. So an is masdariya, yaqul is fi'l fa'il. At-tahiyyatu lillahi wa salawat. Oh, that's mubtada khabar. Tahiyyatu lillahi, ataf, as-salawat, tayyibat. An-nabiyyu is the munada. And then rahmatullahi is mudaf ilayh, is going to be the ataf or ma'tuf alayhi, mubtada barakatuhu. Ibad is the mawsuf, and salihin is sifa. Now all this as-salamu is mubtada, and then alayna wa ala ibadillah salihin is the khabar. Okay, ashhadu is the fi'l, and la ilaha illallah is going to be the maf'ul bihi. And then again, ashhadu is the fi'l, anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh is the maf'ul bihi. Okay, qa'da fil qa'dati al-ula jar majroor mawsuf sifa. And then you got rak'atayn ukhrayayn is mawsuf, and ukhrayayn is going to be the sifa. Then you've got khasatan. Right, so khasatan is going to be hal. Khasatan. And zul hal is going to be the fatiha. And then في آخر الصلاة مضاف مضاف إليه. كما is مصدرية, is متعلق to مصدر. So جلس جلوسا كما جلس في الأولى. جلس جلوسا كما جلس. So كاف is متعلق to a hidden مصدر. Okay, دعا بما شاء مما يشبه فعل فعل مضارع فعل مستفاعل أشبه يشبه as before. Al-Fadhi is the mudaf and Quran is the mudaf ilayhi, that becomes the maf'ul bihi of yushbihu. And wal-adi al-ma'thura is ma'tuf onto that. Okay, ma'tuf alayhi there. And then wala yad'u ma yushbihu kalam al-nas. La yad'u is fi'l fa'il, bi is jar, ma is mawsula, yushbihu kalam al-nas, fi'l fa'il maf'ul bihi. And there you have it. All that becomes the sila of ma, mawsul sila, muta'alliq to yad'u. And there you have it. That's the tarkeeb. Like I said, I've cut down on the detailed tarkeeb. Okay, so what's the masla about now? So this masla is now talking about the ending of the prayer, or not even ending, like after you pray two units. So you pray 2 units. So let's get rid of all this then, clear it all up. Okay, so you see all of this now we can actually make, let's make 4 units here. So we're talking about this point here. So when a person's sitting down, what should they recite? So this person should recite the what is known as the tashahhud, right? And then after the tashahhud, if it's in the last sitting, you read the Salat al-Nabi, we call in Durood, Salat al-Nabi, and then you've got dua at the end, right? Dua, and that's it, basically your salat's finished then. So that's like your ending of your salat. How do you finish your salat? Tashahhud, Salat al-Nabi, and then dua. Now, if you're praying, for example, like 4 units of prayer, so if I make adjustments here, so you can have 2 units of prayer, you can have 3 units of prayer, and 4, right? So you don't really have more than 4. But how would this work then? So let's look at the first of all the wording, and then we'll break it down to the 4 units. At-Tahiyyat refers to, like we said, greetings, but the commentators say that Tahiyyat means verbal praise to Allah. So verbal acts of worship. Salawat is the bodily acts of worship, and Tayyibat is the monetary acts of worship. Right, so although each word has a linguistic meaning, the commentators have given this sort of explanation that a person is saying, At-Tahiyyatu lillah, all my verbal acts of worship are for Allah, all my bodily acts of worship are for Allah, and all my monetary acts of worship are for Allah. Right, and then Assalamu alayka, then peace be upon you, O Messenger, O Prophet, wa rahmatullahi, and the mercy of Allah and His blessings. Assalamu alayna, and peace be upon us, wa ala ibadillahi salihin, and upon the pious servants of Allah. Ashhadu, I bear witness, and la ilaha illallah, there is no one worthy of worship except Allah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan, and I bear witness that Muhammad is His servant and His messenger. So now, this is what you recite in the tashahhud, right? Now let's say, remember I told you 4 rakats. So let's make 4 rakats now, okay? So let's make 4 rakats of salat. 1, 2, 3, 4 now, okay? So you're praying 4 units of salat, 4 rakats. And the way that you should be praying is as follows. After every 2 units, you sit down and you read tashahhud. Right, so let's say this is dhuhr. So you got 4 in dhuhr. So right at this point here, after you prayed 2, this is what is known as the first sitting. The first sitting. So in a 4 unit salat, this is the first sitting. And in this first sitting, you recite the tashahhud here. Right, so over here, you're going to be reciting the tashahhud, at-tahiyyatu lillahi wa salawatu wa tayyibat, and that's all. Then after that, you're going to get up straight away. You'll get up for the 3rd rakat. So stop. After the tashahhud, don't go any further. And now start the 3rd rakat. Right, so you start the 3rd rakat. And then, you do the same acts, standing, recitation, ruku, and then standing, and then sujood, and all of that, like as I've explained in the past lesson. And in the last sitting of the salat, the one in which you're going to end the salat, you have to do this order. So you do tashahhud, Salat al-Nabi, and then dua. Tashahhud, Salat al-Nabi, and dua. Right? Now you see over here in these 2, the question that arises is that what should a person recite in these 2 standings, in the 3rd rakat, in the 4th rakat? We know in the 1st rakat and the 2nd rakat, you recite Fatiha and Surah. Here, you should recite Fatiha only. You only recite Fatiha. Whereas in the 1st rakat and in the 2nd rakat, if you remember, you recite Fatiha and a surah, or at least 3 verses of the Quran. Yeah, any 3 verses you like. Right? So that's basically the difference between the first 2 rakats and the second 2 rakats. Right? Fatiha only in the second 2 rakats. That's why he says, it's going to come, we'll read in a bit. Now, after the first sitting, you don't recite anything else. So this is why he says, وَلَا يَزِيدُ عَلَى هَذَا فِي الْقَعْدَةِ الْأُولَى. And he, the person, should not go beyond this in the first sitting, meaning just recite the tashahhud and nothing else. وَيَقْرَأُ فِي الرَّكْعَتَيْنِ الْأُخْرَيَيْنِ. And he recites in the second 2 rakats, meaning 3rd and 4th, بِفَاتِحَةِ الْكِتَابِ, he recites Fatiha, خاصة only. Yes, specifically. Now, if it's Maghrib, if it's 3 rakats, then obviously there's only one rakat there after the first 2. So in that 1 rakat, you only recite Fatiha. Okay, now فَإِذَا جَلَسَ فِي آخِرِ الصَّلَاةِ. And when a person sits in the last sitting, آخِرِ الصَّلَاةِ means the end of the prayer. whether that's 2 rakats or 4 rakats or 3 rakats, as long as it's the end of the salat, then he says, jalasa kama jalasa fil ula, he sits in the same way, like we mentioned, if you remember that posture that we said. And you don't remember what it's called? It's known as if you remember what it's called, put it in the comments. What's the name of this posture that we sit in, or the men sit in, according to the Hanafis? Well, you sit in that posture. وَتَشَهَدَ, and he recites tashahhud, وَصَلَّى عَلَى النَّبِي, and he sends back salutation to the Prophet ﷺ. And so this salutation to the Prophet ﷺ, which one should you recite? So you can recite any one you want, but in the footnotes here, it actually got the one that is recommended to recite. Right, so the one that's recommended starts from here and up to there. Now, if you don't know it, I'll recite it for you guys. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid wa barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Okay, so that's what you recite, and there are many versions of this. Okay, many versions of this that you can recite. This is just one of them. This is considered to be the best one, what is known as the Salat Ibrahim, Durud Ibrahim. Anyway, if you can't recite that, you can actually recite any one you like. So if you just said Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, you've actually done it really. Because according to Hanafis, this is considered to be Sunnah Mu'akkada, meaning if you didn't recite it, your Salat will still be done, but it's just going to be something which is a bit deficient. So that's that. Okay. And then he says, وَدَعَى بِمَا شَاءَ. He can make dua. After that, you can make any dua he wishes. مِمَّا يُشْبِهُ الْأَلْفَاظُ الْقُرْآنِ, as long as it resembles something that comes in the Quran and the reported du'as in hadith. So as long as it kind of the theme is the same, like going to Jannah theme, or being saved from adhab, or saved from the day of judgment, the Jahannam, or having your sins forgiven, or having success in this dunya, and all those kind of du'as which you find in the Quran or find in hadith, anything similar to that, you can make that du'a. What you don't make du'a of, so for example, like رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا رَبَّنَا لَا تُزِغْ قُلُوبَنَا, those kind of, you can make those du'as, and you can make anything similar to that as well. You can make one up yourself, as long as it follows the theme. What you should not do, so for example in hadith, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-jannah, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-maghfirah, Allahumma inni zalamtu nafsi dhulman kathiran la yaghfiru dhunuba illa ant. So you can read that dua as well. Any kind of dua, as long as it has that kind of a theme. What you can't do is do a dua which is resembling what people say to each other. Right? So a request that someone makes to another person, oh, please give me a lift in your car. Oh, please can you prepare food? Oh, please can you go to the shops and buy this for me? You can't say that kind of stuff. Right? Because this resembles human speech, and human speech renders salat invalid. So la yad'u, he does not make dua bima yushbihu, which resembles kalam an-nas, the speech of humans. Right? So question comes now, can you do dua in English? So this doesn't seem to say that you can't, but what we understand is that it's best to keep it in Arabic. Right? From this and other Hanafis have mentioned in other texts, it's best to keep it in Arabic so that a person doesn't make these kind of errors. Okay, right, so here's, for example, like someone says, Allahumma zawijni, this is the example they give, oh Allah, marry me to someone. So these are kind of things you say to other people as well. So it has to be something which is kind of like unique to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why he says stick to what the Quran says. Okay, now questions. So he says, what is the tashahhud? What should you do after the first tashahhud in dhuhr? What is recited in the second sitting? What does a person recite in the third and fourth rakats? Can you make any dua at the end of salah? Right, so have a go at this, inshallah. Let me know what you guys think. Jazakumullah khair. And inshallah, I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair for watching this video. I hope to see all of you guys. If you guys are interested, please leave us feedback. Get in contact with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair, guys, for all of your support. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to produce the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel. And there is so much more that I really want to do. And without the support of you guys who are patrons, generously supporting this channel, I've been able to get myself a camera, which, as you guys can see, the quality of this camera, mic system, software. I've been able to hire an editor. So what do I want to do? I want to make lots and lots and lots of more videos for beginners, for intermediate, advanced, in the subjects like Arabic and Fiqh and Hadith and Tafsir and Aqidah and all those other things as well. And for this to happen, again, this channel needs support. So if you guys want to become patrons and support this channel, then check out the link below. Also, if you do become patrons, you'll have access to videos that I don't put up on my normal YouTube channel. So check that out, inshallah. And there's most other perks as well that you guys can benefit from. And if you want to access this channel through social media, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, Facebook page, and other things as well that you can visit. So Jazakumullah khair again, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.